Welcome, guys. All right, welcome to Tish Talk. All right, this is going to be a little energy check in, channel message, tarot reading, whatever one you want to call it. Protect us as we channel in the spirit realm. We call on the good spirits to protect us right now as we channel this message regarding Tamar Braxton, okay? All right. So I have had this for weeks and weeks upon weeks. I do apologize for the delay. For those of you who do not know what is going on or what happened, so in mid-August 2025, Tamar Braxton, which is a singer, was found, welcome guys, was found by a friend of hers in her home in a pool of blood with several facial injuries. She had fractured her nose and lost several teeth, experiencing a loss of mobility, so on and so forth. She didn't remember the incident. It's saying on Google, as I call it, that she could have been sleepwalking and injured herself. I do not believe that that's what happened. She's been undergoing some certain treatments. She has been undergoing for this with a cosmetic dentist, so on and so forth. Medical professionals have ruled out a seizure or a stroke. She's now focusing on her recovery, physical, and so on and so forth, and the mental aspect of it all. I can see that. And she has also been undergoing cosmetic surgery, oral, okay, surgery, cosmetic to address fractures, her fractured and evulsed out of socket teeth, okay? So it's very unfortunate. Our prayers are with her. We pray that she has a speedy recovery. Goodness, I didn't ask for AI. She's seeking prayers according to Google. She has asked her fans for prayers and support as she recovers from the incident. All right, so I've been channeling for some time, and then I laid it down for a really long time. As you can see, if y'all are familiar with people that channel and they just start writing, there is a name for it. And let me see what it's called. So that's what I do. That's what I've done with her. But we're going to get right to it. All right. Channeling on paper, also known as automatic writing and psychic writing, involves writing down messages from a spiritual source. I did also pull some cards. This is pretty interesting. You're going to see why in just a second. Guys, so I did ask the question today, but although I've been channeling this for weeks and weeks upon weeks ago, and I do apologize for the delay. So a long time ago, I had a dream about her, and I put this on an old page, an old YouTube that I had. I used to take stuff down all the time, okay? And I had a terrible dream. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I had a terrible dream about Tamar. And in this dream, I was getting that black magic was following her. Black magic had been put on her. I was picking up back then that it was a sibling, okay? It was very, very strong. It's meant to it's bad, y'all. It's just meant to defeat her, okay? Um, in multiple areas of her life. Is somebody jealous? And it is one of those singers, okay? We're going to get into that in a minute, okay? Let me just work through this here, okay? Because y'all, I channel and I bubble, put the things in bubbles and everything, and I point to the person's name. Anyway, so let's get to it. So whatever I hear as a download, I was writing it down, okay? Weeks upon weeks ago. I did pull some cards. We're gonna get into that too. But this thing has been sent out to her in multiple areas of her life, okay? I put up a dream about her before any of this stuff went down a long time ago, guys. Not bragging or boasting. But it has been sent out. It's been put on her, black magic, to affect different aspects of her life so that she could just fail. Okay, like somebody wants Tamar to fail. This thing ain't nothing new. I mean, this thing been going on for years. Okay, to fail, to not manifest what God has for her. Her life purpose, to not fulfill it. I also asked the question while I was channeling, does she take this as a joke? Because I was sensing just this, it's not that serious type thing. Like she's not really, either there's something over her eyes or she's not really connected enough in the spirit that she really has been realizing what is really going on and why she keep failing in different areas of her life. I'm sorry to say. Welcome. Okay. All right, what y'all saying? Okay. And so hold on. I'm gonna block this person because oh, okay. Okay. All right. So it looks like this person is not trying to insult the channel. So will leave you here. Welcome. Welcome, guys. But I don't know why you keep saying poop. But anyway, hello. Um, Okie dokie. So, welcome, guys that are coming in. Yeah, we're reading on Tamar Braxton. I already explained to y'all the situation of what happened to her. She faced some type of attack in mid-August, I want to say. She was hurt. Okay, is all I'm going to really get into because I don't want to keep repeating for the people that have been here. Yeah. So it's not like she takes it as a joke, but it's kind of like her eyes are not open for whatever reason, okay, maybe she's not tapped in, or maybe that's just part of the spell work that's been put on her that she just don't really know. She's kind of oblivious, okay? Then another thing, unfortunately, uh, this is what I saw today. This is what I channeled. Listen to me now. Tamar is one of those people that she's part Christian and part, how can I say it without saying it? Luminous. Y'all follow what I'm trying to say? And I'm not going to come out and say the naughty. Okay? Y'all know what that is. Okay, so she's part, churchy background. So it's kind of like, oh, I believe in God and that's it. I don't really have to get cleansed and all of that. I just take everything to the Lord because I come from the church, and that's how, unfortunately, a lot of church people, they have been told, that all they have to do is call on God. And that's it. They don't have to get spiritual cleanses and so on and so forth. That's too much work, and they're not open. And what we have to realize is there were authors of that Bible that put what they wanted to put in that and in there. You understand? But anyway, so she's kind of like bound by her beliefs. Like, I'm going to take and choose and pick from this side and that side and that side, the church. And then, I'm in this naughty, and I'm going to do this over here and that over there, So if you're really not in the church anyways, you may as well get a real cleansing, But it's kind of like a person that has certain beliefs, but then they have the wrong beliefs. And so she has not really, got cleansed like she needs to. Okay. I hope I'm saying that. And I respect people's faith. But there's just further things that she needs to do. Okay. So she's just one of those types of people. All right. They want to take and pick and choose and then say they put it all on God when they really not even in God like that. But all I need is God. And, I don't need to go through all that. I don't need no cleansing. And, I'm not talking about her in a negative way. I'm just saying she feel like it's not that important. Okay. Hello, Damon. Hello, Damon Anderson. And welcome, guys. Hello, Shayla. Hello, Noah. Hello, guys. Yeah, so it's like that. So it's kind of like she's laughing and lollygagging, and I saw her laughing today and just, chilling, and she's just oblivious, okay? Yeah, but this thing is something like strongholds to enable her to not manifest what she's supposed to and fulfill her life purpose, okay? Black magic has been put on her to affect different aspects of her life. And it's not that she doesn't care. It's not that she takes this thing as a joke, but she's really unaware, okay? So I wanted to just say that. Now, some things that I channeled was, I don't want to say anything that I shouldn't be saying right now, so give me a minute. Some of the words that I channeled were bad luck, losses, sudden death even. I don't know if somebody look up if the Simpsons even predicted something on Tamar, okay? I asked that question not to say that it is true or not. And something been put on her to wherein all aspects of her life are affected. I heard upside down sales. Her sales are upside down. So what that means is basically you're putting out more money than you're really earning, than you're making. Okay, relationship drama. A lot of times when people put black magic on folks so that their relationships don't last and so that they are unsuccessful, different things can affect your relationships, like bad decision making, being careless, fucking up and finding out, fooling around with the wrong person. We're in on the so-called night, allegedly. And everything here is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I will put the disclaimer in the description box. But yeah, these things occur because of spell work. Okay, so at 4:37 p.m. today, and I put that here, so that's the timestamp, was when I saw these blockages and I heard dreams in misalignment. Her dreams are misaligning. They're failing. Okay. She's not manifesting what she's supposed to. Her manifestations are failing. That was at 4:37. Okay. When you pull up the angel number 4:37, that just means like big things are going to happen. So being that that's in the reverse, what that is meaning is that this black magic's intent, whoever put this on her, and this has gone back. Like I told y'all, the dream I had a long time ago was like over 10 years, because I know that because my twins weren't born. Okay. That big things cannot come to her. Good, great big things. So 437, the angel number, means that big things are coming. But since she's in the reverse, these blockages are trying to hinder the big progress in her life. She's upside down, basically. Everything is in the reverse, all right? So that was the angel number on there. And I said that because that just, I feel that. She's just in misalignment. Like every good thing that she attempts to go for, most of them fail, all right? And she just keeps trying over and over and over again. Hello, guys. All right. So let's keep on going here. This is serious. And her mindset is that I don't need all of that spiritual stuff, okay? She's not covered, all right? She's not covered fully to be protected, to be sustained. There is dark energy following her, all right? Around her name here, and I'll show you guys in a minute, I have bad luck trail. So that's why her life has been being led to just bad luck. Just like a road, going down a road, and just everywhere you turn, it's just been bad luck, okay? It's following her. Death, even. That's in a bubble right here, too. On my little channeling on paper. There's some things that she also needs to release and let go. Some extra words that were channeled are messy, entangled, entanglement. Okay, I'm seeing a triangle type situation, relationship. I see the 3 right here. So really and truly, I did ask right out. Now for the cards that were pulled, I did ask a question. All right. And the question was the situation, this attack connected, these alleged attack connected to Mendices? And that answer was yes. Y'all know he's on Love and Hip Hop. Okay. Am I saying it right? ATL. The answer was yes. And I pulled heart to heart when I asked the cards. Okay. It says deep conversations, intimate discussions, blunt and honest. That was the card that was pulled. So they've been having some heart to heart. I would take that as that, yes, they're enjoying conversations. They're enjoying conversations and communication. No closure, cowardice, and disappearing act. I guess that's probably, it could be when they leave one another and go back to their normal routines, or when he leaves and goes back to whoever else he's involved with. I don't even know if he's with Yandy, his wife, right now. I don't even know, because they've been having their own issues. Disappearing act. So that could be like coming and going, because these 3 came out at one doggone time when I asked the cards, was it a real attack? And then I asked, is it something involving love? I heard passion, crime. All right. And then I also asked, was it connected to Mendices? And I got a yes. Okay. And this one also came out, all 3, when I asked those questions: happiness, joy, and healing, and laughter. So I would take that as they're getting together, heart to heart, having deep, intimate conversations. Could be intimate. It just, they're definitely entangled. Okay. They're in communication. They are meeting up and talking, or what have you. That's the laughter. They're enjoying one another, happiness, joy, and healing. I would just say yes. Based on this, I would say yes. Okay. And then the ghost would be when they go back to their normal routine. All right. Also, as far as was it an attack, the Two-Face card came up, double life cheater, backstabber. Two-Face, that could be, they go back to their own person or other people that they're seeing, and or deceased in his situation would be Yandy, his wife, unless they not together right now. I'm not sure. So that also could be that the attack question was asked. That could be a two-faced person or someone that see this person as hiding. So that could be the attacker that was there that she's unaware of, because this person is in the dark right now. We don't even know. That could represent the whole attack, because I did ask. That was one of the 3 questions that I asked. Oh my goodness, because she woke up, they say, and she didn't even know, or she doesn't even know to this day, like, what happened. My thing is, why weren't there cameras in a celeb's house? So I don't know about that, y'all. So if y'all have any scoop on it, let me know. But that seems very odd that there was no footage of it all, that she would just be sitting up in her house, a real name brand R&B singer or whatever, and there's no cameras or anything. So that's weird to me. That's odd. Bonnie and Clyde, Ride or Die, Us Against the World, Dedicated with Partnership. This could be whoever was with, whoever that she was with the night that the person was watching her. Whoever is in the relationship with whoever she was with that got upset and wanted to do whatever they did to her, allegedly. This could represent that individual. Maybe they feel like they're the ride or die and they ain't gonna let nobody have their man. My man. Thank you for my man, okay? So that could be the type of perspective or mindset of the attacker, or that's pretty much all I see with that. Yeah, something like that. But anyway, I did ask those questions. Now, some other things that I saw, chaotic, unruly. Is Tamar chaotic and unruly? That could represent her persona or an aspect of her, okay? Maybe not all of her, but maybe there are certain characteristics of her that are unruly and chaotic. I did see lots of chaos around her, all right? Her life has been chaotic. She is targeted. This is more serious than what she knows. I saw planted, something bad definitely has been planted against her. Let's see, what else? As far as, now all of this probably didn't come from this individual, but I feel like it's a sibling, y'all. From a long time ago, I've been feeling like this. I mean, years upon years, all right? Maybe there's a sibling of hers that feels like she was a better singer or just as good of a singer as Tamar, or outshined by Tamar. Maybe Tamar outshined her or made her feel some type of way. Was it a sibling? I'm not sure, but I really think that it was. Okay. Maybe Tamar kind of flaunted her success in front of this person and crushed this sister's spirit, one of her sisters, okay, that had a dream too. Maybe one of her sisters had a dream. This is what I channeled. Had a dream of singing and being successful, because this particular sister can sing, okay? And maybe this is the one that has been doing dark magic against her as well, all right, from a long time ago, which is the reason why bad luck has been following Tamar. So this entity has been following her for a very long time. And when situations like that happen and people have black energy going after a person, it just seems like everywhere they turn, they just keep finding themselves in chaotic and entanglements and in terrible situations, bad accidents or whatever. Just like everywhere they look, everywhere they turn, they just turn down the wrong turn and something bad happens. And, just like the situation with Krishan Rock, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Remember that situation? When Krishan went to one of Tamar's concerts, apparently Krishan said that Tamar invited her to sing, not to sing, but to rap. And then it was a big old fight that took place. It just trouble. When somebody has dark energy following them, it just seems like no matter what they try to achieve, it all just results in a chaotic nature, basically. All right. So let's see if we have anything else here that I have not mentioned, because I want to cover everything. Welcome. Canon is King, welcome. All right. So now this is something that I saw. Y'all remember when Tamar was seeing some dude in Africa? I feel that that person was really someone that maybe at that time she did seek some type of spiritual help, okay? But I don't feel like she has followed through with her cleanses and really taken it as serious through the years, because that was a long time ago. I can go to Google right now and see how long ago. That was a real long time ago. Or maybe they really were lovers, okay? Or lovers, and then she confided in that person about something spiritual, all right? But that situation could have been a little bit like asking that individual that she was seeing the guy over there in Africa, or the African guy, about something that involves spirituality, okay? So I really think that she might go back to that person or someone else, but I do see her going to a different country, and she is going to wind up and seek help. So just because she hasn't been really getting cleansed like she should does not mean that her future is going to stay that way, because I feel like enough stuff has happened to where she really might start seeking spiritual assistance. She really might start realizing that she needs it, okay? So I do have that channel right here, okay? Or she really might seek help, okay? But it might be out of the country for assistance, all right? So I did see that. All right. Now, when I channeled that the situation, I asked the question flat out, was it connected to Mendices? And I got a yes. That was at 5:02. Okay. So that really stood out to me, the time. So then I channeled with the angel number of 5:02. And then the word that came out under that is teamwork, collaboration, collaborative efforts. So therefore, I'm going to take that as, because another question that I asked right along in the same time, it was 3. It was it a real attack? So with the teamwork, I would just have to tie that on in as a yes, okay? Because the timestamp on that is 5:02. All right. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. I also see something about her leg. Either I don't see anything on Google tonight indicating that her leg was hurt during the attack. I could go on Google before I let this video end and see if her leg was hurt, or maybe that's something in the future that her leg or whatever could be hurt. So we just send good energy her way so that she can recover, and that hopefully she can get the help that she needs, because she really needs a spiritual help, assistance. Okay, she's really in a real fight for her soul, and this ain't nothing that just happened overnight, y'all. She's been going through a fight for her soul unknowingly, all right? So I really pray that it does not result in death, because I do feel like this thing is so deep that this whoever is doing it, they do wish that on her, okay? And we know that Yandy don't play about her man. However, you know, Tamar cannot be the only person that's messed around with Mendices. But being that she's such a public figure and a threat, it just so happened that here she go again, finding herself in another bad situation because of the fact that there's a bad luck trail that seems to follow her. She just seems to go down these roads in her life that always result in chaos. All right, y'all. So that's pretty much it. That's all that I have. And she was targeted, all right? So I have some stuff on Lil Nas that I have been reluctant to bring to you guys, and some more things. So I'll be doing another video soon. So I've been on here long enough. I'm going to cut this short. Don't want to make it too lengthy. I love you all. Be blessed. And you are more than welcome to comment in the comment section, whatever you want to, in reference to the situation. Everything here is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. None of it is real. I love y'all. Be blessed.